And thank you for joining us on the midweek edition of TVC Breakfast. I'm Veronica Dan Ikboy. Joining me this morning is Ibrahim Shita. Ibrahim,
good morning
to have you join us again this morning, where we have an array of issues we will be looking at, consumer protection in Lagos specifically, and then we're going to look at the proliferation of arms and weapons and the President's directive. That's right. And then we're also going to review a book written by Sam Omashe he wrote something to honor the president. He wrote a book, rather, to honor the president. We'll be reviewing that in the course of the program. But first, let's begin from what happened yesterday that affected almost everyone. After several hours of a downtime on Facebook, Instagram, and Thread, users are now back with access to their Meta-owned social media platform accounts. This development comes after thousands of users were reportedly locked out of their accounts due to service glitches on Tuesday. Meta spokesman Andy Stone, who apologized for the inconvenience to users, said via his handle on X that a technical issue had caused some users to have difficulty using the company's services, but said the issue was resolved as quickly as possible. The outage appeared to hit the platforms around 3:45 p.m. Nigerian time. And a lot of people had thought that it was a security hack, but eventually it was said that it's just some technical issue. And if we would recall that Facebook actually suffered this technical issue sometime in 2021, I think. And but then it was resolved. A lot of persons were happy that it was. I tried to use, Instagram at the time, and I was wondering what was going on. I was trying to save something. It wasn't saving. It just kept bouncing off until I saw the report that, there was a technical glitch, but it's good to have it back.
Yeah, it's good because it's a medium of communication for so many people.
As well as business, platform for business.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. And especially using WhatsApp, but WhatsApp didn't experience that. You know, there was a time we also had that similar experience with Meta's WhatsApp. So it's okay because this is where people also go to for their daily news. Seeing different fact-checking sites which will always ask, polling questions from people saying what do they trust most when it comes to news channel. There was majority of the youth will say they rather prefer social media due to the fact that they have access to it easily and they believe that they can express themselves easily
in response to whatever the news is.
Yeah, and also this medium, this media is also used to to attack people. It's also used to troll people, also used to, so many things. It's good that they have it back. I didn't experience that yesterday. Maybe at that time, it was between 3:30 and, 4 o'clock or thereabouts. Yeah, I didn't experience it at that time because I was not even online. I was not in town. But earlier than then, I still used it, effectively. And I wasn't logged out. I don't know whether you were logged out because some people...
I wasn't logged out, but I just knew that I couldn't save something. I saw something that I needed to save, but I couldn't save it. So all I did was just to screen grab since...
This thing was not good.
It was not good. It was an information I needed critically. And when I stumbled on it, I felt, I needed to save this because, you can save certain things. But I couldn't. So I just knew something was wrong. Because at the time I was just arriving home and I, stumbled on something and I said, this is an information that I need to have this. But it happened that I wasn't logged out, but I couldn't just save. I couldn't refresh. Those were some of the things I noticed I couldn't do. But some persons said they were logged out and all, but I believe that each user had their varied experience with regards to what transpired yesterday.
More than let's say hundreds of thousands of people because it's a global challenge. It's not only Nigeria, not Africa. It's a global challenge. But one thing I also like to bring to the fore is that these are giants when it comes to managing information, allowing people to use their platform to share information. Even though they always try to work against fake news with their policies, the issue of shadow banning is something that is now prevalent, which the Human Rights Watch has gone against, has raised alarm against Meta especially with the Israeli-Palestinian conflicts, genocide going on there currently. They said that some people, whenever, especially the Palestinians, whenever they try to share issues, the suffering they are going through, Facebook, Instagram, most times, shadow ban them, or sometimes they will say some of those things are graphic.
It's not just about the Palestinian issue or whatever, the Gaza and Israel issue. It's not just about that they shadow ban people. Certain information that they feel runs against their rules and regulations, for instance, they shadow ban you. And a lot of persons have, spoken to those issues. So I believe that it is something that they would need to look into.
Yeah, exactly. That is what it is about. But I'm saying that the Human Rights Watch actually said that they misuse this policy, especially in this regard. So, they call them out, December 2023.
But the truth is...
Later on, MITA said that they're looking into the matter, and, because of some accounts that were suspended as a result of that, because of the shadow banning, they tried to, allow. That's why when you check some foreign media like Al Jazeera, TRT, etc., which are closely monitoring, the Palestinian conflict and also Russia-Ukraine war, they have actually,
the truth is,
soften the way they.
If you want to use a platform, they have policies. Definitely. Now, this is not playing the devil's advocate, and if whatever you post runs against their policy, they will definitely shadow ban you. So whatever platform you're using, you should also understand how you tailor your information such that it doesn't run against their policies. As much as it's important to put things out there, you should also understand that the platform you're using is not driven by you or your organization. So, and these persons have policies. So we must also look at how we strike a balance. Yes, we are trying to give information. Yes, we are trying to put out what we are doing there. But if the organization, yes, they are going to look into it, but then it will still happen because there are certain things that people put out there that are not right. Yeah. We must admit.
Yeah, the board that actually looked into the matter, accused them of doing that, going against, misusing their own policies, which they try to.
Of course, several times we've seen how they called, what's his name now? Mark. Mark, yeah. We called him to respond to certain questions.
That's right.
With regards to how information, how they are, data gathering and all of privacy and all of those things. These are important issues, we must say. But then it's as we get along that we improve on it. Right. Yes, it's good to see them, call them to order, but we must also know that we have a responsibility as much as we're trying to push our agenda. Definitely. Because whatever it is, we are pushing an agenda.
Definitely. And they also must.
All of them, but we are using their platform.
That's right.
We are using their platform. So if they have an agenda, we also have an agenda. We have to meet at some point. So, and that's why I'm saying that as much as we are pushing whatever it is that is our agenda, we must also know that we have policies. These persons have policies.
That's right.
And if they use it against you, that's why we are putting it out there, calling them to order. As much, whatever it is we are doing, we must strike a balance at the end of the day to ensure that we don't run against their policies and they do not run against our rights at the end of the day.
And they should fix their system so that we don't have, that global shutdown.
These things are technical. They will definitely shut down.
So
even humans
like will be able to save whatever information you find.
Even humans break down. So are we talking about technical issues? They will definitely shut down. We should expect things like this to happen. It's just that whatever system they have in place, they must have a backup such that once one is down, another is up running.
That's right.
And then the engineers can fix whatever it is. Well, good thing that they were able to fix it as quickly as possible and people were back to running their business. Anyway, let's quickly bring you the news update.